1 hour, 1 phone, $10. Episode 1. The Challenge. At exactly 7 o'clock p.m., Daniel put his phone on the kitchen table. He opened the stopwatch. 60 minutes. His wife looked over from the couch. "What are you doing?" "I'm going to make $10. She laughed. "With your phone?" "Yep. In an hour?" "That's the plan." She shook her head. "You know those apps usually pay you 3 cents to watch a video of a cat, right?" Daniel smiled. "That's why I have a plan." He tapped start. 7 o'clock p.m. Rule number 1. Daniel had one rule. He wasn't allowed to waste an hour chasing pennies. He had tried that before. Download an app. Watch an advertisement. Answer a survey. Get disqualified. Watch another advertisement. Get 2 cents. He'd eventually end up with $1.17 and a headache. This time was different. He opened Prolific. Prolific connects people with legitimate research studies. Researchers are required to pay at least $8 per hour, with $12 per hour recommended. Daniel checked the available studies. There was one that paid $3.20. Estimated time: 16 minutes. He did the math. That's the equivalent of $12 per hour. That's worth doing. He started. 7:16 p.m. $3.20. 16 minutes later, Daniel submitted the study. His balance increased by $3.20. He looked at the stopwatch. 44 minutes remaining. He wrote the number on a piece of paper. $3.20. Then, underneath it, goal, $10. He needed another $6.80. "Okay," he said. "Now we hunt." 7:17 p.m. The better opportunity. Daniel opened user testing. User testing was different from ordinary survey apps. Companies wanted real people to use their websites and apps and explain what they thought. Daniel checked his test feed. One test was available. $10. Estimated time: 15 to 20 minutes. Daniel stared at it. That's the one. He qualified. The instructions appeared. "Please visit the website and tell us what you think as you go." Daniel put on his headphones. He started talking. "I've landed on the home page, and the first thing I notice is..." He clicked through the website. He explained what confused him. He explained what he liked. He pointed out a button he couldn't find. 20 minutes later, he finished. $10 earned. Daniel looked at the stopwatch. 23 minutes remaining. He looked at his earnings. $13.20. He burst out laughing. "I just hit the goal." But Daniel had a problem. His wife looked over. "So you're done?" Daniel looked at the clock. "No." "Why not?" "Because the $10 from user testing doesn't arrive immediately. User testing generally sends completed test payments to a verified PayPal account about 14 days after the test." Daniel pointed at the screen. "This is money I've earned, but it's not money in my PayPal account tonight." His wife nodded. "So what's the point?" Building a system. That was the part Daniel had finally figured out. He wasn't trying to make $10 every night, instantly. He was trying to create a routine capable of producing around $10 of earnings in an hour when enough opportunities were available. 7:40 p.m. The bonus round. Daniel still had 20 minutes. He checked Prolific again. Nothing worthwhile. He checked user testing. Nothing new. Instead of forcing himself to do a terrible survey for 20 cents, he opened his cashback apps. Tomorrow he needed groceries. He checked whether any of the stores had cashback offers. One did. Daniel saved the offer. "That's another rule," he said. His wife looked at him. "What?" "Never spend money just to earn rewards." He'd almost made that mistake before. A 10% cashback offer sounds fantastic until you realize you spent $100 on something you didn't need. Daniel wasn't doing that. If he was going to spend the money anyway, he'd use the cashback opportunity. Otherwise, he walked away. 7:50 p.m. The temptation. Daniel saw an advertisement for an app, promising, "Make $50 every day from your phone." He clicked it. The app wanted $29.99 to unlock premium mining. Daniel stared at the screen. Then he laughed. "Nope." His wife looked over. "Why not?" "Because my entire challenge was to make money without spending money." He deleted the app. That became rule number 3. If the business model requires you to pay money before you can supposedly make huge amounts of money, walk away. 7:55 p.m. The scoreboard. 5 minutes remained. Daniel opened his Notes app. He created a simple scoreboard. ONEHOUR challenge. Prolific, $3.20. User testing, $10. Cashback, $0 today. Rewards, $0. Total earned, $13.20. Time spent, 36 minutes. Daniel looked at the number. He had beaten his $10 target. But he knew better than to assume tomorrow would be the same. There might be no $10 user testing test. There might be fewer prolific studies. He might spend the entire hour finding nothing worthwhile. So he wrote one final rule. Never count money until you've actually earned it. 8:00 p.m. The timer hit 0. Daniel stopped. He didn't spend another hour trying to squeeze another dollar out of his phone. That was the whole point. 1 hour. He had a system. The Daniel Plan. First 20 minutes. Check Prolific for worthwhile studies. Look at the estimated hourly rate before starting. Next 20 minutes. Check user testing for available tests. A standard test may pay $10 when one is available, but opportunities and qualification vary. Final 20 minutes. Check legitimate cashback and rewards opportunities. Only use cashback when you're buying something you already intended to buy. And the rules. Don't pay money to make money. Don't waste 20 minutes on a task that pays 20 cents. Don't assume today's earnings will be tomorrow's earnings. Track your actual earnings. Stop after 1 hour. Daniel put his phone down. His wife looked at him. So, you made $10? Daniel smiled. Today, I made $13.20. She laughed. Are you doing it again tomorrow? Daniel picked up his phone. I've already set the alarm. 7:00 p.m. 1 hour. 1 target. No investment. And for the first time, Daniel wasn't looking for a magic money-making app. He was building a habit. Increased Coins LLC. Short stories. Follow the coins.